Stutters for the first race behind the gate. And approaching top of the stretch Saturday afternoon, October 4th racing. Windermere Nick, first time starter, and Sam Hodgin, then Outstanding Putnam and Jill Barrio. Double Jack and 7, Wayne Hubbard, then Ascus Steph DeCourcy. I Wish, Mark Haig, Pensacola Sioux, and Lonnie Stokes. And she has made a break before the start. Rachel Down, here they come. Off and pacing, and it's a 2-year-old Outstanding Putnam looking for the lead. Then on the outside, and a bit rough as well. That's Steph DeCourcy trying to get Ascus on the outside and into it early here. Now backs off in the 3-hole as I Wish takes over the pocket trip now in second. Then third, Ascus gapped out in a 4th. That is Double Jack and 7. Then it's back to Windermere Nick. He sits early on in 5th. Pensacola Sioux on the outside 6. Rachel Down trails at opening quarter 30 and a 1/5. Slight favorite on the board, just over even odds. Your leader up top, Outstanding Putnam. Then I Wish in the 2-hole ride. Then racing third on the inside is Ascus. Pensacola Sioux on the outside, driving up from 4th. Then racing 5th comes Windermere Nick. Double Jack and 7 and Rachel Down. They are side by side trailing, and they were halfway home in 1. No, 1 and 1. And around the turn, Outstanding Putnam looking good on the lead here, and he's been out by about 3 the whole way, and he still leads now by 4. I Wish. Then Ascus on the outside, Pensacola Sioux on the outside. Then Ascus on the inside. Pensacola Sioux has run again, and she is off stride. Now taking over third, Windermere Nick, and he's flying 3/4 1, 32 and 2, and it's all Outstanding Putnam, and he's out by about 8 lengths. Then the 2-year-old Windermere Nick, he's flashing some speed here. And is he ever flying in the 2-hole now? And he's come to second. I Wish third down the home stretch. Outstanding Putnam, and a nice effort, Windermere Nick, in his first lifetime start. And he was within about 3 at the wire. Then for third, Rachel Down. She showed some pace late as well, finishing third. And the time for the mile, Outstanding Putnam, 2:04 and 2. 2:04 and 2, and it's a maiden effort for Outstanding Putnam. And returning to the winner's circle now, for the first time in his young career, Outstanding Putnam breaks his maiden this afternoon, a mile 2:04 and 2 for the son of Southwind Balsam out of the Niatros mare. Charlotte's Reef, owned and trained by Mel Land. Jill Barrio drives him to victory, and the mile 2:04 and 2. And the starter settling in now, in behind the gate with the field of 6. J.K. Shadow, Mark Haig, Kane Rise Again, and Colleen Clancy. Putnam's Jewel and Stephen Treitz. R.E.'s Andrew and Jill Barrio. Satan's Little Number and Rick Armstrong. And outside, Ocean Pacific, Sam Hodgin. Field of 6. Here they come. They're off and pacing, and Satan's Little Number on the outside, firing out of here quickly. Then Putnam's Jewel on the outside. She likes to stay up close as well, and they race neck and neck to the opening 8th, J.K. Shadow. got away perfectly in third. Our Ease Andrew watches it all develop from fourth, and Ocean Pacific's going to make an early move here, and he's on the outside going on. Out from third, there goes J.K. Shadow, and the Haglers giving chase early on here and trying J.K. Shadow first up, and they were by that opening quarter 31-2. Satan's Little Number on top. Then in the two-hole, Putnam's Jewel outside parked J.K. Shadow. Then our Ease Andrew on the inside has moved to fourth. Ocean Pacific had made a move, but he's going the other way, and he's back in fifth and trailing six halfway home. Kane rise again as they approach the half, and the halftime leader will be Satan's Little Number. Then racing in the two-hole, Putnam's Jewel, J.K. Shadow. They were by the half at an even 1:01, and the newcomer going down the highway here, Satan's Little Number, and she's still got the number right now, and she's on top. J.K. Shadow, what a trip he's going, and he's been parked every step of the way. Our Ease Andrew, Ocean Pacific, and look at these first five bunched up now as they pass the three-quarters. Ocean Pacific had made that early move, but was stalled, and now he's going for the lead. Three wide past the three-quarters, 1:32-3, and what a race here. First five, all in contention. Who's got the most pace with an eighth to go? Our Ease Andrew tips out four wide. Down the home stretch they come, and it's Ocean Pacific taking the lead. Our Ease Andrew on the outside. Ocean Pacific wins it, though. Our Ease Andrew second, J.K. Shadow, and what a stretch drive, and the time for the mile, 2:02-4. And back to the winner's circle, your official winner of race 2, 6 Ocean Pacific. He's a 6-year-old son of Jenna's Beach Boy. Out of the goalie Jeff Mayer, designing Dara, owned by Mel Blanchard. Trained by Mel Blanchard, Sam Hodgin in the driver's seat. And 7 wins now on the campaign for Ocean Pacific. And the time for the mile, 2:02-4. Ocean Pacific parked pretty much every step of the way, and the mile, 2:02-4. Moving in here behind the gate, full field of 8 in race 3. Oh, my beautiful doll, Stephen Treitz. She's your post-time favorite. Cowboys Don't Lie from post 2, and Sam Hodgin. Rita Seelster, Colleen Clancy, then Lucky Northern Star, Mark Haig. Victory.com, Gilberto. Arcane Agent, Lonnie Stokes. Then it's Escape Plan, Phil Reed, and Red Boots. Gordy Hennessy, 8 across the gate here. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start, but oh, my beautiful doll has gone to a break. And she was the favorite on the board, and she's still on the run. And Treitz gets her set. Up front action. And now taking the lead, Rita Seelster. Victory.com on the outside. Then in between horses, Lucky Northern Star is right there. Now she takes back and is racing back in third. Then on the outside, driving fourth, that's Escape Plan. Then on the inside, Cowboys Don't Lie, fifth at this point. Then on the outside, driving up, that's Hennessy. And he's flying up with Red Boots as they were by that opening quarter, 31 seconds. And the two trailers side by side are Oh My Beautiful Doll and Arcane Agent. 3/8 of the mile complete now. And up top and cutting it, Rita Seelster. Victory.com tries to clear the lead. He's not getting there, though. Then on the inside, third, Lucky Northern Star. Outside, Red Boots, and what a nice trip working out for him. And he's on the outside, coming to fifth. They were by the half, 1:02, and around the turn they go, led by Rita Seelster. Then racing second, Victory.com. Inside third, Lucky Northern Star. Red Boots on the outside. firing up 3 wide now from 4th and going on. Then it's Escape Plan. Back to the 2-3 trailers, and they are Cowboys Don't Lie. Oh, My Beautiful Doll. And she's got some pace late and flying up the inside. They were by the third quarter. 1:34 and a 2. Rita Seelster looking to go coast to coast here. Then on the outside, Red Boots, Lucky Northern Star hasn't been used yet. No, My Beautiful Doll. What a recovery this mare's made. And she's driving up on the outside lane. Deep stretch, Lucky Northern Star gets up the inside. Oh, My Beautiful Doll. And they were tight. And too tight to call there. Then Rita Seelster, Red Boots, and Arcane Agent in the time for the mile. And another thriller at the wire. 2:05 and 4. 2:05 and 4 here in the third. And looks like between Oh My Beautiful Doll and Lucky Northern Star. And back to the wire, the winner of race number 3 in the photo, and up to win it right at the wire. One is Oh My Beautiful Doll, a 7-year-old free-legged daughter of Ram Baron. Out of the Run the Table mare, Dance with the Duke, owned by Belinda Gray, trained by Harley McKinnon. And the win for Oh My Beautiful Doll, her second of the season. And this afternoon, 2:05 and 4. Made that miscue early on, but gets back up to win it. And the starters for the fourth race and a full field of 8 behind the gate again. We have Tisha's Pit Pony, Stephen Trites, Bat Boy, Chester Eatman, Losetown, Gordy Hennessy, ROF Racing High, Sam Hodgen, Race on Brandy, and Charlie Miles. Then Always Jarwa, Wayne Hubbard, Diamond Hard, Colleen Clancy, Jig Time Silencer, and Rick Armstrong. Field of 8, here they come. They're off and pacing. Losetown steps out for the lead. Then on the inside, Tisha's Pit Pony going with them, and Tisha's Pit Pony and Losetown. They battle side by side. Then back in third, Bat Boy. On the outside, Race on Brandy, Jig Time Silencer. Now comes to the outside from post 8, and he's tucked in 5th. Then ROF Racing High 6th, and the 2 trailers, Diamond Hard and Always Jarwa, takes back, and he trails as Losetown has taken the lead, and he'll be tough to beat here. He's on top and leads a length and a quarter. That opening quarter in even 30 seconds. Tisha's Pit Pony sits on his back, racing second, and 3 back to Bat Boy in a third. Race on Brandy 4th. Jig Time Silencer. Then RF Racing High makes a move. Then it's Always Jarwa and Diamond Hard through the stretch, racing to the half, and Losetown on this front end effort, and he's on top by 2.5. Then Tisha's Pit Pony second, Bat Boy third, and they were by the half in a minute, and a 2/5 Losetown. Then racing second, Tisha's Pit Pony staying with them just a length and a half, 2 lengths back. Then racing third, Bat Boy. Then Race on Brandy. There goes ROF Racing High out to move. Then it's Always Jarwa. He's got a ways to come. Then Jig Time Silencer, and trailing the field, Diamond Hard. 3/4, and they're past that marker now. And Gordy Hennessy looking strong on the lead here. 1:31 and 4 Losetown, and they're closing in a bit on him here. Tisha's Pit Pony. Then outside, Bat Boy, ROF Racing High. Way wide comes Always Jarwa. Race on Brandy. An 1/8 to go. Losetown, though, has this one in control. Losetown. Then right now, ROF Racing High is going to get up late, and she's flying and gets the deuce. Then in for third was Bat Boy, and the time for the mile, 2:03 and 1. And at $7.90, Lewistown takes the fourth. And back to the winner's circle, winner of race 4, number 3, Lewistown. He's a 4-year-old son of Hunterstown under the Monarch mare, Bluestone Lou. Alma John Clary, Trevor Hicken, Brock McEachran trains, and Gordy Hennessy in the driver's seat. Lewistown picks up his 4th of the season, and the mile today, 2:03.1. Lewistown here in the 4th, 2:03.1. And the top of the stretch for the 5th, Island Power and Stephen Trites, Billy and Bud, Charlie Miles, Ultimate Success, and Joe Barrio. I'm the Big Dog, and Gordy Hennessy. Smooth Sammy G and Sam Hodgen. Then Big Shot Owl and Mark Haig, Maho Bay, Lonnie Stokes, Camco Miranda to the outside, and driver Rick Armstrong, and here they come. They're off and pacing, and a good start inside Island Power. Smooth Sammy G is firing out of there in between horses, and Big Shot Al 3 wide around the turn. He's rough, and Haig trying to keep him on the pace. He's 3 wide on the outside, and Haig's going to keep on trucking as they make their way to the opening quarter. Big Shot Al on the outside goes up to take the lead now. Smooth Sammy G. Then Island Power racing right there in 3rd. Then Billy and Bud 4th, Ultimate Success looks at it all from 5th. Then racing 6, I'm the Big Dog, back to Maho Bay, and Camco Miranda, single file 30 and 2, and they're bunching up now as Big Shot Al appears to be trying to get a breather here, and that draws Ultimate Success off the pylons now, and he's on the outside driving from 4th. He's now 3rd. Smooth Sammy still sits in the pocket. Ultimate Success nice and slow on the outside, driving up 3rd. Then Island Power, I'm the Big Dog, Billy and Bud, Maho Bay, and the trailing Camco Miranda. They were at the half-mile point in 1:02 and 32 seconds in that second quarter, and the pace quickens up as they make their way to the 3 quarters, led by Big Shot Al. And Ultimate Success comes to call on the outside 2nd. Then inside, Smooth Sammy G is right there 3rd, and they're neck and neck. Ultimate Success going for the lead. Big Shot Al 3 quarters, 1:34 and 4. Big Shot Al, and he's back on top again. Ultimate Success couldn't get by him yet. He's on the outside 2nd. Then Smooth Sammy G with an 1/8 to go. I'm the Big Dog 4th down the lane. Big Shot Owl, Ultimate Success on the outside 2nd, deep stretch, and it's going to be Big Shot Owl. Ultimate Success gets the deuce, and back in 3rd, Smooth Sammy G. And I'm the Big Dog. Time for the mile. 2:04 and 3. And back to the wire. The Pacers' 3rd straight win in a row. Number 6, Big Shot Owl, wins his 3rd straight here at EPR. He's a 4-year-old son of Racing Hanover, the Broadway Blue Mare, Kendall Secret, owned by Trish Morin, trained by John Davidson, Mark Haig in the driver's seat. And as we mentioned, 3 straight wins for this big pacer, and goes pretty much gate to wire. Had to work to get the lead to that opening quarter, but never looked back after that. The mile 2:04 and 3. Big Shot Owl, it's his 3rd straight. So again, congratulations to the Connections. 3 in a row for Big Shot Owl. Race. And the stutters for the 6th race. Behind the gate, Daya Harlaka, Gilberto, Good Night Renee, Sam Hodgen. Then Consider Me Lucky, Mark Haig. Freestone Lexi, Lonnie Stokes. She's now got post 4. Then from 5, Expensive Marlene and Stephen Trites. And outside 6 position, Falcons Quick and Chris Davies. Field of 6, here they come. They're off and pacing. Daya Harlaka fires out of there and using the rail to his full advantage. Barrio takes over early on and chasing the gate to the 8th pole, and he's out by 2. Then Consider Me Lucky second, back in a third at the pylons as they make their way up the backside. Goodnight Renee sits in third. Then Falcons Quick on the outside. He's parked early on 4th. Then Freestone Lexi inside 5th. And the trailing 6 is Expensive Marlene, the newcomer. They were by that opening quarter. Daya Harlaka 30-3 on top. Then on the outside, Falcons Quick. Consider Me Lucky is right there. Then Freestone Lexi is going to get second over cover from 4th. Then back in 5th and getting shuffled back, Goodnight Renee. And trailing the field, Expensive Marlene. And Trites is going to move her out now. That means we got 3 in and 3 out halfway home, led by Daya Harlaka. Falcons Quick on the outside second. They were by the half. 1-0-1 and 1 around the turn. Daya Harlaka, Falcons Quick on the outside second. Consider Me Lucky, Freestone Lexi getting set to sail from third, and there she goes. And Daya Harlaka now moves out, and on the outside, Freestone Lexi, Consider Me Lucky, Falcons Quick starts to tire 4th. Then Expensive Marlene comes to 5th, and trailing the field way back. That is Goodnight Renee by the 3/4. 132-2. Daya Harlaka doesn't get many trips off the front, and he's got it today, though, with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Daya Harlaka. Freestone Lexi is racing second. Consider Me Lucky. They're side by side. Deep stretch. It's all Daya Harlaka, and Barrio not even any urging on this horse this afternoon. He goes all on his own, and the time for the mile, 2:02. Daya Harlaka, an easy win here in the 6th. So your top 3 unofficially: Daya Harlaka, Consider Me Lucky, Freestone Lexi. As we welcome back the winner now, number 1, Daya Harlaka, 7-year-old son of J.B. Stena, to the Runnymede Barrel mare Daisy Bayama. Owned by Francine Pellerin, trained by Earl Fram. Jill Barrio, the catch drive today. And 12 wins on the season now for Daya Harlaka. And the field is set now, race 7. Impish Heart, she's got the inside for Gary Wright. Then Valid Appeal, Gordy Hennessy. Fun Day Anna, Stephen Trites. Mag AM, Ricky Collins. Then Shady Martin, Sam Hodgen. No Ordinary Lady, Phil Reed. Tigress Colleen, Mark Haig. And from the outside, Port Hill Digger and Lonnie Stokes. Here they come. They're off. Fun Day Anna steps out for the lead. Then on the inside, Impish Heart. And she's out of there as well as they race around the first turn. And all kinds of early action. And they're neck and neck. Impish Heart. Fun Day Anna on the outside. Then right there, third on the inside. Valid Appeal is going to keep Trites parked out. And she's forced to the outside. Then racing 4th on the outside, Port Hill Digger. Then Shady Martin under a tight line from 5th. Mag AM, Tigress Colleen. And No Ordinary Lady can see them all. all that opening quarter. 29-3 up front and cutting it on the inside. Impish Art taking all comers early. Then on the outside, Fun Day and a Valid Appeal is right there. Then Shady Martin gets some daylight. He's on the outside, moving up to fourth. Mag AM on the inside. Port Hill Digger. Then it's back to Tigress Colleen. No Ordinary Lady halfway home for Impish Art. And she's tough off the front, but she's down there quick. 59-4, Impish Art. Then in the two-hole trip, racing second. On the inside is Valid Appeal. He's back to second. Then racing third on the outside. Driving up, Shady Martin. Then Fun Day Anna. Right behind him, Mag AM is looking to move as well. And on the outside, Tigress Colleen. Then it's back to Port Hill Digger and No Ordinary Lady. And on the outside, Valid Appeal going for the lead. 3/4, 132. And around the turn, Impish Art put away Valid Appeal on that bid. Then on the outside, Mag AM. Watch for her. She can get home strong with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Impish Art. Valid Appeal on the outside coming on. Meg AM to the outside, but it's going to be Valid Appeal taking over. Meg AM got the deuce ahead of Impish Art for third, and the time for the mile, 2:03.1. It's Valid Appeal. And back to the winner's circle, winner of race number 7, number 2, Valid Appeal, a 3-year-old colt by Albert. Out of the storm damage mare, Violent Storm. Owned by Joe Mott, Gene O'Connor of St. John, trained by Charlie Price, Gordy Hennessy. In the driver's seat, the horse now 2 for 4 at Exhibition Park Raceway, and returns a winner today, 2:03.1. Valid Appeal here in race 7, victorious. And the top of the stretch, Fernhill Treasure, Gary Wright, Quality of Money, Lonnie Stokes, Materialism, Mark Haig, Lobster Tail and Beer, Gordy Hennessy, Front Running, Rick Armstrong, Jacob, Gerald Legier, Pictonian Best West, Gilles Barry, OOB Viking, and Chris Davies. Here they come. Off and pacing, good start to the inside. Fernhill Treasure busts out of there, so does Front Running as they race around the first turn. They're 3 wide. And on the far outside, Jacob gets away racing in third. Then inside, Quality of Money, he's there as well. Then Materialism gets away fifth, and he's keeping everybody out, not leaving a spot for anybody to move into. Then Pictonian Best West back in fifth as Front Running tries to back off. Then the 2 trailers at the back are OB Viking, and trailing the field past the opening quarter, Lobster Tail and Beer, 29-1. And your leader up top, Fernhill Treasure, and Gary Wright cutting another one here, and he's on top. Jacob on the outside is parked. Here comes Pictonian Best West on the outside. Then Quality of Money is right there. So is Materialism. Then Front Running. OB Viking takes the outside flow, and Lobster Tail and Beer can see them all. They were halfway home, 59-3. Fernhill Treasure on the front end here. Jacob second, then Quality of Money, Pictonian Best West. On the outside, 3 wide, firing out from fourth. Materialism is racing fifth. Then it's OB Viking, Front Running, Lobster Tail and Beer, the 3/4. Fernhill Treasure looking good here on the lead. They were by the 3/4. 1:30.4, Fernhill Treasure by 2. Then back to second on the inside. Stokes is right there with Quality of Money. Then Pictonian Best West. Materialism, watch for him. And he's got a nice trip. He's coming up the inside. Down the home stretch, Fernhill Treasure. Quality of Money, Materialism. Fernhill Treasure's going to go gate to wire and win it. Gary Wright No question there. Right to the top with the filly, and she was tough to beat there. And the time for the mile, 2:01 and 3, Fernhill Treasure. What a trip off the front. And back to the winner's circle. Winner of race 8, number 1, Fernhill Treasure, a daughter of Western Paradise. Out of the quick comeback mare, Davida, owned by Gary Wright, trained and driven by Gary and Fernhill Treasure. 7 wins now on the season. And with the win, she's over 7,000 in in seasonal earnings. And Fernhill Treasure, the best this afternoon, right off the choo-choo. And they couldn't catch her. Mile in 2:01 and 3. Fernhill Treasure. Another full field of 8. We got Don Bryn Master and Charlie Miles, Spring It On Me, and Gilberto, then Dusty Lane Oscar, Lonnie Stokes. Ed and Eddie for Mark Haig, Fittipaldi, Sam Hodgen, Dillinger's Lady, and Stephen Trites will see our Dolly Dance. And Ricky Collins and Bandit Colleen, Gordy Hennessy. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Dusty Lane Oscar, Spring It On Me, going for it from the inside as they race around the turn. Spring It On Me on top. Then Dusty Lane Oscar is racing second and now in the 2-hole. Then back in third. On the outside parked is Ed and Eddie. And Haig's going to get forced to drive on here. Then back in fifth at the cones, Don Bryn Master. Then on the outside driving up, that's Bandit Colleen. On the outside early on from fifth, Fittipaldi. He is 6, the opening quarter, 29 and 4. Then it's back to Dillinger's Lady and trailing the field. In the back, that's Will see our Dolly Dance and Spring It On Me on this front end effort here. And he's out by a length and a half on the outside. Ed and Eddie getting the worst of this trip and parked racing second. Then inside racing third, Dusty Lane Oscar. Then racing fourth, Bandit Colleen, Don Bryn Master, Fittipaldi, Dillinger's Lady. We'll see our Dolly Dance makes a move as they were halfway home in a minute. Flat around the turn and on way to the 5-8. Spring It On Me has the lead there. Then Dusty Lane Oscar is racing second. Back to second now. Then Ed and Eddie is racing third. Then inside is Don Bryn Master. Outside to Bandit Colleen. Then Fittipaldi looks for racing room. Also Dillinger's Lady sliding through. They were by the 3/4, 1:31. Spring It On Me. But Dusty Lane Oscar is coming to call. And Dusty Lane Oscar looking for his third out of his last 4. And he's got the lead now. Dusty Lane Oscar, Spring It On Me coming back on again. But it's Dusty Lane Oscar winning it. 13:40 to win on Dusty Lane Oscar. Spring It On Me. We'll see our Dolly Dance. And she danced up for third. And the time for the mile, 2:01 and 3. Dusty Lane Oscar. And is he on a roll? 3 out of his last 4. Heading back to the winner's circle, winner of race 9. And he's a hot horse, 3 out of his last 4. He's found the winner's circle. And again this afternoon, the mile 2:01 and 3, Dusty Lane Oscar. He's a son of Panster Reason out of the What a Monster mare, Dusty Lane Lynn. Owned by Sandra Deverin, trained by Earl Fram. Lonnie Stokes in the seat. And the mile 2:01 and 3, Dusty Lane Oscar. And he's got 11 wins on the season, and that'll put him up over $7,000 in seasonal earnings. And a big year for Dusty Lane Oscar, one of our top claimers on the grounds. And the starters for race 10 are top class. Behind the gate, Wilson's Cam and Sam Hodgen. Bold Ryan, Mark Haig. Island Eagle and Stephen Trites. Magnetic Bank, Gilles Barrio. $1 Million Down, Steve Mason. Bert and Bert, Chris Davies. Talking about my boy, Gord Hennessy. And the outside 8 is Ryan's Fancy. Lonnie Stokes. Top class, here they come. They're off and pacing. Magnetic Bank looks to fire out to the lead. Then on the inside, Bold Ryan going with him around the turn. He's got the lead. Magnetic Bank on the outside wants it, and Haig's going to let him go here early on. And Magnetic Bank takes over. Bold Ryan is racing second and under a stranglehold to let Barrio go here. Then back in third, Wilson's Cam. Then racing back fourth, Island Eagle. Then on the outside, Ryan's Fancy's on the move early. Then it's $1 Million Down. Back to the two trailers, Bert and Bert. And trailing, talking about my boy, that opening quarter, 29-3 Magnetic Bank. But he's going to get some pressure early on here. Ryan's Fancy on the outside, and he's coming up to second. Now Bold Ryan is locked in third. $1 Million Down. He's been racing well, and here he comes, and he's getting a nice second over trip from fourth. Then fifth, Wilson's Cam, Island Eagle. He's third over. Then Burton, talking about my boy. They were halfway home in a minute and 4/5 Magnetic Bank. Then on the outside, Ryan's Fancy, Bold Ryan, $1 Million Down, looks to tip out 3 wide, and he's rushing on from fourth and going on. Wilson's Cam, no room for him. Then Island Eagle on the outside, talking about my boy, and Bert, Magnetic Bank still has the lead, 131-3, Bold Ryan, and what a trip he's had in the 2-hole. Wilson's Cam making a move now from fourth. $1 Million Down and Island Eagle are there. An 8th to go. Magnetic Bank took that lead early, and Bold Ryan's going to try him in the home stretch, but Magnetic Bank will get his 49th career victory. Bold Ryan second, and he raced extremely well in today's top class. And Wilson's Cam, he had lots of pace coming home, and he gets up for third. And an exciting top class, and the time for the mile, 2 minutes and 3/5 Magnetic Bank. And back to the winner's circle. 49 career victories now for number 4, Magnetic Bank. 8-year-old son of Happy Family out of the Tyler B. Mare. Magic Buff, owned by Ray Frazier of Moncton. Gilles Barrio trains and drives this pacer, and he's not far away from $100,000 in career earnings as well. And he keeps adding money each and every year, and he's got another big year going here. 6 wins, 5 seconds, and 2/3 and 20 starts. And he wins today, fastest mile of the afternoon, 2 minutes, 3/5. Starters for the finale behind the gate. Nicole's Baby and Lonnie Stokes, Kara's All-American, and Mark Haig, Hurricane Island, Steph DeCourcy, Kushla McCree, Sam Hodgen, West Gem Princess, Gordy Hennessy, Wild Cherry, Gilles Barrio, Ridiculous, Rick Armstrong, Pitbull Hanover, Stephen Trites. Here they come. Off and pacing, and a good start from the first 4, and also Pitbull Hanover busting out of there, and we'll see what comes out after the first turn. And on top and cutting it now, it's Nicole's Baby, and she went a wire-to-wire trip last week. And she's got the lead. Kushla McCree second. Then Pitbull Hanover on the outside, racing third. Kara's All-American has fourth. Then sliding up the inside, that's West Gem Princess closing the hole on Pitbull Hanover. Then it's back to Hurricane Island. Wild Cherry Ridiculous trails the field that opening quarter, 29-4, and were they ever jockeying for positions early on? And up top and cutting it, Nicole's Baby. And the backfield, Pitbull Hanover on the outside. There was no room for him to get it in, and he still parked. Then on the cones, Kushla McCree, Kara's All-American, and is he ever under a tight line? Fourth, Hurricane Island fifth, and Wild Cherry, West Gem Princess Ridiculous, they were halfway home. 101 and 1 Nicole's Baby, and she's out by a length and a half. Racing second, Kushla McCree. Then on the outside, Pitbull Hanover. There goes Wild Cherry on the outside. Kara's All-American literally running over them as they hit the three quarters, and it's Nicole's Baby. Pitbull Hanover, what a trip he's going, and he's still there challenging for the lead. Wild Cherry third, three quarters. In 132 and 3 around the turn, anybody's horse race, and there goes Kara's All-American, and he's 5 wide down the home stretch, and on top Nicole's Baby, Wild Cherry, Kara's All-American on the outside eating up racetrack, but he just couldn't get free in time. He gets the deuce over Wild Cherry, and Nicole's Baby gets one off the front, and the time for the mile, 2:02 and 3, and a big day for Lonnie Stokes. Another one for him. Town of the storm damage mare, Bourgeois Baby. O'Meric Lakes, who owns and trains the mare. Lonnie Stokes driving. Second straight victory for the mare, and she's been hot as of late. This afternoon, 2:02 and 3 for Nicole's Baby off the front, and another win for driver Lonnie Stokes on today's program, and he won earlier with Dusty Lane Oscar.